Thursday's flash landslide and torrential rains in the municipality of Sabaneta in the Colombian department of Antioquia, which centered on the San Isidro neighborhood, left many dead and dozens of houses destroyed in just a few hours, leaving the people of the region in great pain and uncertainty. The epicenter of the incident, the San Isidro neighborhood, especially the El Hoyo area, was quickly devastated by the torrential rains. The heavy rainfall, which lasted for several hours, caused a high rate of water absorption in the soil, destabilizing the slopes and causing a sudden landslide. The mass of earth that broke away from the slope collapsed on the houses, causing great destruction. Rescue teams mobilized immediately after the incident and at around 8:30 p.m. announced that 5 people had lost their lives and 2 people were missing. Mayor Alda Cruz said that 3 of the victims were women and 2 were men. In addition to San Isidro, there was extensive damage in La Doctora, María Auxiliadora, and La Romera. With the complete collapse of roads in these areas, transportation to many settlements has stopped. In particular, the closure of the road to La Romera disrupted both evacuations and relief operations. Closer to Sabaneta city centre, especially in the Calle Larga area, streets were flooded. Flooding affected many homes, and evacuations from apartment complexes were carried out with sirens and warnings from civil defence teams. In the aftermath, the Sabaneta Fire Department responded to 22 critical points. However, the most dramatic scenes were recorded in the San Isidro neighborhood. The teams raced against time in the rescue operations, which were also attended by the mayor himself. According to reports, at the time of the incident, some residents had left their homes to observe the movement on the hillside. Before they could move away from the area, they were killed by the mass of earth that fell on them. Mayor Cruz said at the scene that the El Hoyo area has never been classified as a high-risk area. This statement sparked a public debate on the municipality's risk management practices and urban planning. Immediately after the disaster, the mayor of Medellín, Federico Gutiérrez, announced that CIATA, Colombia's meteorological early warning system, had warned of the danger a few hours earlier. Gutiérrez emphasized that the rains would continue and that not only Sabaneta, but the entire Aburrá Valley was under threat. Indeed, large and small landslides have also occurred in the San Antonio de Prado region, neighboring Sabaneta. In the Montañitas area in particular, a vehicle was swept away due to slippery ground and landslides. Fortunately, the occupants abandoned the vehicle in time and miraculously survived.
Milena, los niños están adentro, no los hemos podido sacar, están muy asustados. Mire lo que está cayendo, llantas, baldes, mire a dónde va el niño.
In a comprehensive assessment, the Antioquia Disaster Risk Management Agency announced that 70% of the department is at risk of active flooding and landslides, with 87 municipalities under threat. In 77 municipalities, a red alert is active, noting that the event in Sabaneta is a regional warning, both physically and symbolically. In this context, the disaster in Sabaneta is expected to mobilize many other municipalities to be prepared for similar risks. Indeed, on the night of May 8th, a report of a new landslide in La Doctora caused a brief panic in the city. However, authorities announced that this incident did not pose a new danger and people could return to their homes. The rainfall regime in the region is not the result of a weather event that lasts only a few days, but a process caused by unstable air currents that gradually intensify, reaching soil saturation in a short period of time, and are intensified by the La Niña conditions that are currently affecting Colombia. According to meteorological experts, especially in Antioquia, with its mountainous and sloping landscape, sudden landslides are inevitable as groundwater levels become saturated. This is exactly what happened in Sabaneta. The ground was saturated with water after days of light but steady rainfall, and finally collapsed after several hours of heavy rainfall. Therefore, it was not only the weather on that day, but also the accumulation of moisture that had started weeks before. In the wake of the disaster, experts are calling for a review of building and development plans in hillside settlements like Sabaneta, which are experiencing rapid population growth. Especially in areas like El Hoyo, houses are built directly under the slopes of hillsides, making deaths in such landslides inevitable. In these neighborhoods, many buildings were built without permits or with incomplete engineering inspections. Sabaneta's rapid growth since the 2000s as an extension of the Medellín metropolitan area has meant that the city's infrastructure has not kept pace. Factors such as inadequate stormwater drainage systems, a sewer network that is not capable of handling heavy rainfall, and continued construction on risky slopes all contribute to such disasters. We wish mercy to those who lost their lives and get well soon to all the people of the affected region after this disaster in and around Sabaneta. We hope that the missing will be found as soon as possible and the wounds will be healed quickly. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to be informed about the natural disasters in the world. Stay safe.